Black rhinos are one of the most endangered species in the world. They are located in eastern and southern Africa, and there are thought to be around 5,500 adults alive today, which is increasing due to conservation. Males are mostly solitary, while females reproduce every 2.5 to 5 years. Rhinos are incredibly crucial to their environments and consume huge amounts of vegetation, which helps to manage the landscape and maintains the savanna grasslands. The grasslands are natural carbon sinks, meaning that the extinction of rhinos could massively shift vegetation composition and structure, as well as the proportion of gases in the atmosphere. Both black and white rhinos live in Africa, however they can be distinguished from each other by looking at the shape of their lip. For example, this white rhino has a much squarer upper lip for grazing. This video is taken in a conservation in South Africa. There are thought to be between 17,000 and 18,000 white rhinos alive today, so they are not yet a vulnerable species. The black rhino has a hooked upper lip, allowing it to pick leaves and fruit from branches on trees. This map shows the geographic range of the black rhino. The red areas show where they are extinct. The other colours show where they can be currently located. The green is where they have been reintroduced, and the blue area in South Africa shows where assisted colonisation is taking place. Unfortunately, the main reason for the decline in numbers is down to poaching. Their horns are a prized ingredient in traditional Asian medicines and are more valuable than some Class A drugs when sold on the black market. Between 1960 and 1995, black rhino numbers dropped by 98%, however there have been huge improvements and their numbers have now doubled from 20 years ago. Another critically endangered animal is the eastern gorilla, and their population is currently decreasing. They can be located in the mountainous forests of the Democratic Republic of Congo, and there are currently no assisted colonisation areas, however they are being systematically monitored. It is thought that there are less than 5,000 eastern gorillas remaining. Their diet consists of around 67% fruit, 17% leaves and seeds, and 3% termites and caterpillars. Their extinction would have a knock-on effect lower down in the food chain as they maintain a consistent amount of vegetation. Gorillas move around in family groups that can range from a couple of individuals to more than 40 members. A dominant male leads and holds the top position for years. Females tend to give birth to one baby every 4 to 6 years, which makes it difficult to increase their population. They have a gestation period of 8.5 months. Oil and gas drilling, as well as mining, has caused damage to their habitat and driven them away from certain areas. They can also be affected by respiratory viruses and diseases, which can cause problems in both gorillas and chimpanzees. Climate change is predicted to have an effect on the gorilla population, as changing rainfall patterns and increased temperatures will alter vegetation growth and their habitat quality. The whole of their population resides in an area which is protected by government programs, however there is still some illegal activity which could threaten their survival. The mountain pygmy possum is a small, critically endangered mammal which is located in southeast Australia. Their population is severely fragmented and there is a continuing decline in its habitat. There are estimated to be 1,700 adult females and 550 adult males remaining. They are nocturnal animals and have a diet consisting of moths, seeds, fruit and other insects. Females normally have one litter of around 4 young in the spring and they spend 5 to 7 months in hibernation in the winter. The snow cover provides them with insulation and protection from prey. Unfortunately, they also suffer from predation from feral cats and the red fox, which was introduced to their habitat and has since become an invasive species. They are abundant in southeast Australia, which makes it difficult to rebuild the population of mountain pygmy possums, especially if they are unable to hibernate due to the drop in temperature. Their habitat has been restricted by the construction of roads and dams, as well as infrastructure for the skiing industry. Certain areas of their habitats were burnt in bushfires in 2003, which killed a huge amount of heathland and restricted their population further. Climate change will also have an effect on the reproduction of these possums. Due to colder winters, mothers and their babies have been known to die as they cannot preserve enough fat to last during the period of hibernation.